Okay, now we recap the reproductive events. So the reproductive events, the first events is gametogenesis, formation of gametes, insemination, so transfer of sperms into the female genital tract. And next is the fertilization, fusion of male and female gametes. And the development of blastocyst attached to the uterine wall is called as the implantation. And embryonic development, three primary germ layers is forming, is called as the gestation. And delivery of birth is called as the childbirth. This is male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region of the male. The male reproductive system, it will be includes, one is a pair of testes and accessory duct and accessory glands and external genitalia. So what is a pair of testes? Now we understand, and this is a diagram. So this is the diagram of this is having a testis. This is the testis, and next is the testis. It will be followed by is a rectus. Is next is it's elevating the vas deferens. So on vas deferens, and it will be followed by as seminal vesicles. So in this the ejaculatory duct, which is having a seminal vesicles, and next it leads to its elevation of this the penis, and this is the four like skins. So this is the glans penis. Both this is the urethra, and urethra both passage of urine and as well as the semen as in same way. Okay. Next is a pair of testes and is the accessory duct. So this diagram only we learn about it. It's a pair of testes. And what is the accessory duct? Reti testis. You know the sequence of this, the accessory duct of a male reproductive system. And this is reti testis, vasa differentia before tubulus rectus. So tubulus rectus. Next is reti testis. Next is vasa efferentia and epididymis and vas deferens. Okay. Next, what is the external genitalia of a male reproductive system? Is a penis. Okay. So this is the testis-like structure. The testis, which is consists the outer layer. So this is the outer layer is called as a tunica albuginea. Okay. So inside this is the seminiferous tubules, and which is having a 2 to 3 lobe-like structure. Okay. So next, these are the seminiferous tubules. It will be attached to the tubulus rectus, and next it will be followed the reti testis, and next is it is a efferential duct, vasa efferentia, and efferentia it will be leads to the epididymis, and this is the epididymis is a temporary storage, and next it will be the vas deferens. So this is the duct of the vas deferens. So this part is the vas deferens, this part is the epididymis, and next is vasa efferentia, and next is reti testis, and next is tubulus rectus, and next is the seminiferous tubules. Okay, now we understand what are the points included in the testis. So pair of a male gonads, sperm hormones. So which is the oval in shape, and length is 4 to 5 centimeter, and width is 2 to 3 centimeter. So where it is located? It's situated outside the abdominal cavity, which is a pouch-like structure. The pouch-like structure is the scrotum. So this is the pouch-like structure. So inside the pouch-like of the scrotum, the testis is present. So what is the role of this scrotum? The scrotum, it's maintaining a low temperature of the testis. It's maintaining the 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than the normal internal body temperature, which is responsible to the functions of or the process of the spermatogenesis. This is important. Book back to my question. Next is, what is the testis? So testis is a dense covering layer. So these are the dense covering layer is called as a tunica albuginea. So inside, which is having a septa. Next is in each testis 250 compartments is called as the testicular lobules, and each lobule which is having a 1 2 3 convoluted is a coiled like structure that is called as the seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules which is having a two types of cells. One is the male germ cells, another one is Sertoli cells. So the male germ cells is spermatogonia as meiotic divisions is responsible to sperm formation. Sertoli cells is responsible to provide the nutrition to the germ cells or as a sperm cells. So this is the regions outside the seminiferous tubules is called as the interstitial spaces. So these are the interstitial spaces is contain small blood vessels, interstitial cells and Leydig cells. Next is Leydig cells. The Leydig cells is synthesize and secrete the male hormone androgen or testosterone, and other immunological competent cells also present inside the seminiferous tubules. Okay, so what are the main two types of cells of the seminiferous tubules? One is the germ cells. It's a spermatogonia is responsible to sperm formation. Another one is Sertoli cells. The Sertoli is one is nourishment, and its regions is outside the seminiferous tubules is called as the interstitial space, which is having a small blood vessels, interstitial cells and Leydig cells. And Leydig cells synthesize the hormone, male hormone of testosterone, and other immunological competent cells also present inside the seminiferous tubules. Okay. Next is what is the main accessory duct of the male reproductive system? One is retitestis, and next is vasa efferentia, and next is epididymis and vas deferens. Okay, first one is the seminiferous tubules, and seminiferous tubules through the vasa efferentia through the retitestis. And next is epididymis. Epididymis is the posterior surface of the testis. And next is the vas deferens. So these are the vas deferens is ascent to the abdomen and loop over urinary bladder. So this is the pathway, a marking structure. This is the retitestis, and next is efferent duct, and efferent duct of next is the epididymis, and next is a vas deferens. See the diagram and understand the duct of the male reproductive system. Vas deferens receives duct seminal vesicles. First duct is seminal vesicles, and next it will be opens into the urethra as ejaculatory duct. So next is its function is stores and transports sperms from testis to urethra, and urethra originates from urinary bladder, extends through penis to external opening that is called as the urethral meatus. Next it will be followed by the external genitalia. The external genitalia is penis. So external copulatory organ is the external genitalia, made up of a special tissue. It's for erection to facilitate the insemination. What is the name of definition of the insemination? Is a transfer of sperm cells from the male reproductive into a female reproductive system, and it will be enlarged. So the enlarged distal ends is called as the glans penis. So these are the glans penis. It's a loosed skin that is called as the foreskin. Okay, so next is it will be followed by the what are the accessory glands of the male reproductive system. So first is pad of a seminivesicles, and is one prostate gland. So this is the ejaculatory duct, and next is vas deferens followed by the as a seminal vesicle, and next is a prostate gland, and next is followed by is a bulbourethral gland, or otherwise it is called as a Cowper's gland. Okay, first we understand the seminal plasma. The seminal plasma is secretion of all the accessory glands. Seminal plasma which contains rich in fructose, calcium and certain enzymes, and which is helps to in the lubrication of penis. Okay, next is it leads to is production of this semen production. So this is the overall structure of male reproductive system. So in this the male reproductive system, so the first one we learn about the structure of the testes, and next is duct of the male reproductive system, and next is glands of the male reproductive system, and next is external genitalia of the male reproductive system. Can you understand all the notes? You have to written in your notebook, separate zoology notebook, then only you have to easily learn and write the points without mistake. Thank you.